Hi, I'm Todd Anderson.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so today we continue playing Standard in preparation for the Pro Tour as well as SCG Regionals. Ross, you're going to be going to the Pro Tour, yes?
Yes, I am. Leaving pretty soon after this is recording, so excited to get a little bit of more data here from these games and then finally get to Europe for the first time in a few years.
Cool. Do you have anything you can really talk about as far as Pro Tour technology is concerned? Are you keeping everything close to the vest?
At this point, I think it's prudent of me to keep things close to the vest. We'll see what happens.
He told me before we started recording, and he's just playing a very bad deck. So
I would not be surprised.
So we are filming this the week before, as you probably know, and we don't have a ton of data yet on the new standard format. Today we are going to be playing decks from SCG Columbus. We had a lot of people show up to the event, over 600, I believe, all trying to get their hands on Aether Revolt and really showcase what it can do in standard after the bans, as well as just with a new set coming in.
Yep, and Aether Revolt certainly made its presence known in that tournament. A lot of decks utilizing new cards, especially the Saheeli Rai Felidar Guardian combo, which is featured prominently in your deck.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see a new card printed that makes an older card really come to life. Because, you know, when Saheeli Rai was first printed, people were like, oh, this can go in a deck with Thermo Alchemist. You know, it's this consistent pinger effect that, you know, comes in, ticks up to 4 loyalty. It might not be the easiest Planeswalker to kill early, but, you know, Blue and Red's not really known for playing defense. It's more so known for playing control or offense, I guess. Defense mostly being like blocking. You know,
best defense is a good offense.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be playing the Saheeli Rai combo with Felidar Guardian. Basically, you minus Saheeli, target Felidar Guardian, make infinite cats, attack for infinity.
Think everybody gets that idea by now.
Just got to make sure, just in case someone's tuning into their first premium versus video.
That would be nice.
The rest of the deck is actually pretty interesting. It's, you know, the deck doesn't hinge around the combo. It kind of just has the combo tossed in. You know, we have Torrential Gearhulk as well as Nahiri the Harbinger in our main deck to have alternate ways to close the game. A lot of removal spells that combine well with Torrential Gearhulk. Stuff like Glimmer of Genius to draw a bunch of cards and filter and stuff. But yeah, the deck showed up in mass at SCG Columbus. It was some form, I think, of Saheeli Guardian was on camera like in over half the rounds.
Yep.
I watched a lot of coverage.
And it was also Saheeli Guardian decks were 25 of the top 64, so clearly one of the decks to beat going into the Pro Tour, certainly something I'll be testing heavily against. And on my side, I'm sort of playing the hero to try to topple the Boogeyman. And this is an old deck that didn't really have a lot of success when Eldritch Moon was released. It's White Blue Spirits, really held in check by the ubiquity of Liliana in the old format, but Liliana's dropped down. So maybe some X1s can come out to play a little.
I mean, you would think so.
Unless Walking Ballista is going to be everywhere, which it might be. But we do have some hope against cheap ways to deal with 1-toughness creatures, and that is Metallic Mimic. While it itself is a 1-toughness creature, it can keep your flyers out of range of Walking Ballista and Liliana so that you can continue racing in the air and hopefully have just enough interaction to squeak by. So I think that this deck, it's going to be a deck that wins a lot of really close games. It's going to be a deck that's really fun to play, need a lot of tight sequencing. And generally these sorts of decks are pretty good against control just because they can play with the control's flashy game plan and hold up counter spells at key opportunities. And usually the efficiency of its spells, the mana efficiency, lets it win some key counter wars.
Yeah, for sure. So the Blue-White Spirits deck is actually something that me and Brad Nelson tested in our preparation for the SCG Players Championship at the end of last year. And
they didn't tell me this.
The card that impressed us the most was Nibelgeist Herald.
Nibelgeist Herald.
Nibelgeist Herald. Just being like effectively a Pestermite in a format where you know, you're trying to race a lot. You know, you were trying to like tap Smugglers, Copters, prevent your opponent from either attacking or blocking. And when you got Rattle Chains and Nibblegast Herald online, you were able to play all your Selfless Spirits to tap stuff. You were able to play all your Mausoleum Wanderers to tap stuff. And it just kind of got out of control. And whenever we got 2 into play, it was just even worse. And our opponent, like, basically the first one makes it insanely hard to race, and the second one makes it impossible to race. So yeah, if you don't kill those creatures, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Luckily for us, I don't have Walking Ballista in my deck today.
So kind. So kind.
So let's go and get to the match and see who takes down between Blue-Eyed Spirits and Jeskai Saheeli? Nahiri?
Jeskai Saheeli.
Sahiri. Well, I have both.
Sahiri. Okay. Sahiri.
All right, here to play 7-11 games. Suze goes first. 7 you lose, 11 you win. If you roll 7 when the opponent rolls an 11, you get to go first all 5 games. Oh, quick and painless. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at our openers. I'll let you talk first, Ross, since you won the die roll.
Yeah. Okay, what do we got? Well, I see some lands. I see some creatures I got to play early, so I'm going to keep.
Okay. My side, we don't have any combo pieces, but we have a couple ways to dig for it and a little bit of interaction, so we're going to keep.
Mausoleum Wanderer.
All right.
Brings me back to my Judge's Familiar days.
Yeah, I'm just going to kill him.
Tilt.
You want to counter it?
No.
Sucker.
How do you shock a spirit?
Electrical current affects most
phantasmal
things.
Beings?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got to be made of like fog at some point, right? Like there's got to be some mist in there.
Some water, some vapor.
Yeah. All right, go.
Attack for 2.
18 me.
You can go.
Oh, third land is great.
Don't need any lands.
Anticipate.
Sure.
I feel like I'm going to get like Revolutionary rebuffed. So I'm trying to figure out what card I want to take. I think just want to keep the ground clear. Sorry, this is the card I'm taking of these 3. If you want to pan to this real quick. So we're going to take this, either force him to counter or just get his creature off the battlefield. I'll let him decide. Draw. Not the best land to draw, but doesn't really take us off curve too badly.
Radiant Flames.
I'll do it for 3.
Sure.
All right, your turn.
And step Rattle Chains.
Yep. We could have held the Radiant Flames. I am basically going to be tapping out for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Tilt.
Final land. Play Mausoleum Wanderer. Attack for 2.
All right, 16.
You can go.
A second Rattle Chains here would not be very good for us.
What about a second Selfless Spirit?
Well, yeah, I guess that's fine.
And here he is good.
All right, we'll target this and hope you don't have another rattle. Yeah, obviously. Go.
I do. Hit a land again. That's good. Send 2 and here, 3 at you. 13.
Yep.
You can go.
Ooh, Rattle Chains.
Everything's going according to plan so far. Got some creatures down. A little bit of tempo action. Let's see what Todd has here.
Yep. No, I really wish that land had come to play untapped. So I'll say go.
On your end step, I will cast a Glimmer of Genius.
I'll dispel that.
That's pretty good.
And I will shock one of those. I'm going to go and fetch, too.
Your spells are so cheap. How am I supposed to answer them?
You know anything about me? I thrive on playing a million cheap spells.
Yeah, so do I.
All right, I'm at 10.
We're kindred spirits in that regard, Todd. 10. Just crappy 1-mana spells.
1 card in hand?
Only 1.
Oh, man, we might be able to win, actually. I thought, for some reason, I just thought you had a ton.
You've just played 4 1-for-1s.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right, pass turn. Upkeep.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a Glimmer of Genius.
That resolves.
All right, so we're going to get 2 energy. I don't think I want another counter spell, but I do want that 1 card.
Attack for 3.
7.
I will pass the turn And yeah, you can go.
Well, kind of feel like he has Archangel Absent now. That's not good. Really wish that came into play untapped. What I got over here?
Got a Torrential Gearhulk. That's what you got.
Yeah, but my land came into play tapped.
Yeah. Nice job.
Look, I didn't build this deck. Alright, probably going to lose on the spot.
Counterless pay 1.
Alright, I'll pay 1.
Elder Deep Fiend. Tap the other untap land.
Okay. Your turn.
Attack for 5.
I'm at 2.
So close. Why do you have turn 1 shock for my first Mostly Wanderer? You can go. So, what are we getting back with this Gearhulk? Get back shock and block and kill my thing, or just glimmer? Probably just glimmering.
Don't really know what to do here. I guess Gearhulk's probably the safest because it can play around rebuff and negate and things like that. But it doesn't play around... Nothing I do actually can play around Nimblegast Herald, except anticipate into... Oh no, that doesn't work either. I guess anticipate into Stasis Snare. But then I still die to the Nimblegast Herald if he has it in hand right now. I'll just say go.
Declare attacks.
Yeah. What is?
Look what I drew.
Rats.
We'll let your Gearhulk resolve.
I'm going to target... Nothing.
I'll tap your guy, then exile it.
Oh, you have both. Come on. All right, we're here for game 2. I'm going to be on the play with a reasonable opener. Again, we have some lands and some interactions, so sure.
I'm going to be on the draw with a reasonable opener. I have lands and creatures.
All right, I'm just going to stop talking about my hand. It's getting made fun of. Your turn.
I wasn't making fun of you. I will show you an island and play a Selfless Spirit.
Yeah, try to kill it.
Yeah, you get.
I get no energy because you sacrifice it.
Yep.
All right, go.
Mausoleum Wanderer.
Okay.
You can go.
I'm anticipate. Rattle chains plus counter?
Yep.
Yep.
Trigger this.
Yep.
Counterless P2. I think just getting value out of my Wanderer countering a spell is really good. Eventually, it gets dead pretty quickly.
Get energy. Tick up. I'm going to pitch a Spire Bluff Canal and draw a card.
Yep.
6. And where am I at?
Attack. Nahiri. Pass the turn.
Alright, we'll just keep ticking this up. Let's discard this and draw. Go.
End of turn, Glimmer.
I'm gonna Stasis Snare this thing while he's tap dish.
Sure.
Yep, Glimmer resolves. You get 2 energy.
And I think I want... You have 1 card in hand or 2?
I have 2.
I think I want both of these. So, yeah.
I guess we could have tried to tick down on the Rattle Chains, but I just didn't want to get hit with another Rattle Chains.
I will play Metallic Mimic, Gleaming Spirit.
Oh, sorry, I had to use this for the...
Sure.
Alright, well, find it hard to believe that he can do 8 to Nahiri. Alright, maybe I'll start with this thing. Alright, we'll target Ether Hub.
I'm going to quell the Felidar Guardian, actually. Yep. Comes into the counter.
Alright, can't minus anything, so we'll tick up. And the deck only has 3 Felidar Guardians, so I don't know if I should discard this last one. I guess there's a chance I'm able to unlock the one from the Spell Queller. Your turn. He attacks my Nahiri down to 3. Can maybe minus a Spell Queller and then Felidar Guardian to reset the Nahiri. Doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, this is a little awkward because I don't want him to be able to tag my Queller. So I think I'm just going to attack Nahiri for 2. Play a Selfless Spirit. Enters the counter. Pass the turn.
Interesting. Got 3 cards in hand.
Yep. You have 3 or 4?
I have 3. Huh. I should wait. That's probably bad. Alright, we'll try this.
Yep, destructible on my team.
So I don't actually destroy any of the creatures this way, so I don't get any life, which is medium tilt. And I guess that's technically a spirit, so Rattle Change still plays. So there's still only 5. Rattle Change would be 7, so if I send it to 8, if he doesn't... Oh no, it would be 8 because of the Mimic. Alright, we'll target this and hope that you don't have chains.
I have Nibblegast Herald.
That's fine.
But I'll play it now. I want to be able to kill your thing and get a counter on it.
Yeah.
This is exiled.
Yeah, I'm finished.
And
literally and figuratively.
Now we get to eat Nahiri. I'll play an island. Play Thraben Inspector, crack the clue immediately. And I'll play a Selfless Spirit.
Okay.
You can go.
Alright. Main phase this, anticipate.
Sure.
Guess we'll take a look at the graveyard. Take this thing.
Guess I'll take a look at the graveyard.
Yeah. Alright, so next turn he's attacking for...
Anticipate Harness Lightning.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm still at 20, yeah? No damage
yes.
dealt to me so far.
You're indeed at 20 life.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, go.
Attack for 9.
I'm at 11.
You can go.
Probably dead. But we're going to try. Go. Upkeep. I'm going to cast a Torrential Gearhold.
Resolves.
I will... guess Harness Lightning the Herald.
So I have the option of giving up a point of damage to keep my Selfless Spirit and protect Queller, and I think that is well worth it. So I'll let that resolve, so you end up netting 1 energy.
Yep.
I'll draw for turn. Let us land. Stationary Beard Hulk. Attack for 6. It's only 1 more point.
Yeah.
So you're at 5.
But I was wanting to Saheeli that.
Yeah, you can go.
Alright. Yeah, 1 card.
Yep.
I'm at 5, Alright, lightning target the spell caller.
Indestructible.
Alright, go up to 4 energy. 6, 3, 4. Go.
Upkeep.
I guess I'll try to resolve a glimmer.
Resolves.
Bottom both.
That's good. One good glimmer deserves another.
Yeah.
And I definitely want that one. I wonder if I want this one. I think I do. I'll take them both.
Tilt.
Attack for 4.
Well, 1.
1. You can go.
I don't think I have an out. Dead. All right, we're here for sideboarding, and I'm going to start since I'm going to be on the play for game 3. For the most part, we're just going to be turning a lot of our sorceries into either cheaper cards or instant speed interaction. The Saheeli Rise and the combo in general is not that strong against a deck that can play mostly on my turn, so I never really feel safe to actually do anything. Spell Queller is fairly problematic for this deck. So we're going to be trimming 2 of the Saheeli Rise. We still want to keep the Feldar Guardians, I think. They do provide some value. You know, we also want to keep some number of combo pieces in as well. The Fumigates, not that great in this matchup. We're going to be boarding out in favor of Radiant Flames. Oath of Jace, it's not very interactive, doesn't actually gain his card advantage, is only okay with Saheeli, or with the Feldar Guardian part of the combo. Not a huge fan of it in general.
I actually think it's pretty good when you're dedicating yourself to the combo, but as in your sideboard plan, you're trying to trim on the combo, become more of a control deck, so Oath of Jace is a lot worse in that plan.
Sure. Dispel doesn't have a lot of targets, mostly just like Glimmer, like a few minor counter spells, and then some stuff out of the sideboard. We're going to go up to 4 negates because it helps out with Stasis Snare and Gideon and the counter spells. Even though it's a little more expensive, it just hits a slightly wider range of cards. The 2 Radiant Flames and the Shock, just more cheap ways to help try to kill his creatures to buy us a little more time.
Probably your best red spells in the matchup. Yeah. My side got classic pair of anti-control cards, Negate and Gideon, and I'm cutting Mimic because I don't think the Anthem actually helps a ton here, and it's a ground creature that can get brick-walled by a couple of your creatures. Herald, I don't really need to tap your creatures to get through, so I think it's actually the worst creature in the deck. And then I don't want to overload on removal spells. Usually 1 Stasis Snare a game will be enough, either protecting me for the combo or dealing with a Key Gear Hulk so that you can't effectively race me back. And the DP I'm cutting just to make sure I don't raise my curve too much by bringing in these Gideons. I think Archangel Avacyn is better than this, but I'm not entirely sure, so maybe we'll see in the games and I'll switch that up later on.
Sure.
Notably, I'm not bringing in the 1 copy of Authority of the Consuls. I just don't think it's really necessary in this matchup. It's not really about protecting myself from the combo entirely.
Yeah, I don't think the card is very good in general.
Yeah.
And I mean, it does, you know, stop the combo, but when your entire deck is good at stopping the combo, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a desperation move in a deck that doesn't need to make that kind of play.
All right, we're here for game 3. I'm going to be on the play with a not-so-spectacular hand. We are operating only at sorcery speed, which is not good in the matchup, but our hand is not too bad, so we're going to keep it and hope that it gets a little bit better.
My hand's great. I'll keep.
All right, your turn.
Perfect. Play Prairie Stream.
Get an energy and pass turn.
Play Selfless Spirit.
Okay.
You can go.
All right, that was a good draw. I'm just going to go and get this Saheeli Rai into play as soon as we can. Tick up, deal you damage.
19.
Scry. Wandering Fumarole is not a card I want right now, so your turn.
I will attack Saheeli.
Hit 2.
Blighted Cataract.
Blighted Cataract.
You can go.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah?
Got anything?
Got a Spell Queller.
Rats. I thought I'd go for it. I didn't want my Saheeli to die, and if it was going to, then it's whatever. All right.
18.
Keep this on top. Here you go. At the very least, he has to keep throwing damage at the Saheeli, which is nice.
Gotta plus that Saheeli first, though. If I had Stasis Snare, then you'd have just missed out on a Saheeli activation.
Maybe. I actually didn't put it into play yet. I just asked if you had an answer to it, and then you forced me into casting it. That's what happened.
Okay. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'll attack your Saheeli down, and I'll play this Gideon.
All right.
Make a knight. You can go. This went pretty well for me.
Did it? All right. 2 energy. I'm going to Nahiri the spell caller. Get this back. Nahiri this.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, what's up, dog?
So is there a point to me having the spirit in the graveyard? I don't know, I'll still sacrifice it just to show you what's what.
Okay. Your turn.
It's okay, we're still going to get to kill this Nahiri. Still have Gideon. So I guess you could have Shock. That would be a tilt.
Shock plus chump block? Oh no.
Yeah, plus Gideon, mush Nahiri. So now I have to be wary of another Saheeli. So I will pass the turn. Pretty close to popping this Cataract.
Attack.
Goes to 4.
That's bad. I'm just going to block this stupid
Stays
thing.
at 5.
Go.
And step, Glimmer.
I will also try to Glimmer.
Your Glimmer resolves. Got you.
Right. Thanks, B. Alright, we don't really need a backup Felidar or another land. So, whoop. Okay.
I don't really need these lands.
Gideon is just the bane of my existence at all times in Standard.
Yeah, you and everyone else for the last year.
It's been more than a
year and a half.
Huh?
Okay. Plus Gideon, mash for 5.
Yep, 15.
You can go.
Go.
End step Rattle Chains.
Yep.
End step Mausoleum Wanderer.
Yep.
Go to my turn.
Yep.
Plus Gideon.
Yep.
Mush for 8.
So if I try to kill a Rattle Chains or Mausoleum Wanderer here, it's very likely that he plays a Spirit in response, stops my thing, and deals me an extra damage to Mausoleum Wanderer. So I think it's actually better to take the whole attack and then try to kill one of his creatures on the end step. Which seems stupid. It kind of is stupid.
You go to 7?
Yep.
Second main, I'll play the Raven Inspector.
Sure.
Get a clue and pass the turn.
Alright. Try. Maybe that's bad to do this now. Okay, whatever. I quit.
Yes, don't cast
Radiant
anything.
Flames for 2. Or I guess maybe I should just do it for 3 because the Mausoleum Wanderer can randomly get big in a bad spot.
I will cast a Spell Queller.
Alright.
Trigger Wanderer. Just, I don't know if you want to try to do... The Wanderer trigger will be on top of the Spell Queller trigger.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Radiant Flames again. It's time for 3. Also.
I will make you pay 2.
Pay 2. Man, can't believe that worked.
You got it.
Alright, cast this for 0. I guess if he Yeah, go.
And step rattle chains.
Why didn't you just counter it?
Hmm?
You could have just countered this.
Oh, yeah, because it pumps the Herald.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
go.
just bad.
I don't know what was going on there. I was just like, okay, if he's got another 2-man spirit, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm just not good.
Nah, you fine. You okay at Magic.
Good. Just another tunnel vision. Okay, how can I recover from being an idiot?
Do you have Stasis Snare?
No, but I could. Glimmer.
Yep.
Don't want either of those. Plus and mush.
Yeah.
Brings you
I'm
to
at
5.
5.
Play this land, play the Selfless Spirit, pass the turn. Please don't kill me.
I don't think I can kill you.
Man.
Alright. I will take up Nahiri.
Weird.
Hold on. I need to... Yeah. It's not... I mean, I can't kill Gideon, so I'm just dead to it. I had to draw a blocker or something. Alright, I'm on the play here for game 4. This hand also pretty good. Hopefully we can draw a few lands so we don't have to take lands off of these anticipates.
I have mulligan to 6, but my 6 is quite good. So, hold on.
Well,
And
you should have been scrying already.
I don't want that one.
Alright, your turn.
Mausoleum Wanderer.
Kill it. Go.
Selfless Spirit.
Anticipate.
Sure. Sacrifice Wanderer.
What? Alright, we're just going to take Spire Bluff Canal because we need the land. And the Prairie Stream will come into play tapped. And we might need the extra red. Well, it's not getting any better because of Selfless Spirit. Your turn.
You can go.
Alright, anticipate.
Quell it.
Man, if I had a land, you were getting annihilated here. But
Sure.
I don't, and I lose.
I'm just trying to get a clock here.
Oh, good.
Attack for 2.
18.
You can go.
Alright, try this. Yeah, cast anticipate.
Sure.
Yeah, it's working. Everything's coming up. Ross House. Alright, your turn.
Doing it.
Who, me or you?
Me.
Oh.
You can go.
Hope you just drew like another Elder Deep Fiend or something. Go. I want to win one of these. I'm fine if you win 4. I just don't want to get 5-0'd.
You can go.
Alright, try this thing.
Resolves.
What, you just have all lands? Lands and Stasis Snares for days? We kind of want a land, but I kind of want to gamble. Because I feel like we're just going to draw a land next turn. And this one comes into play tapped, which stinks. So we're going to gamble a little. Well, we did draw another land, but that one also comes into play tapped.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Is that some sort of saying I never heard?
Apparently. If you've never heard it. It seems like a saying that you would have heard.
Right?
Yeah. You can go.
Oh, man. You can crack that Blighted Cataract?
That's my plan. Maybe I can draw some spells.
All right. Keep a spell. Get rid of 2 lands.
And you have so many cards.
Go.
It's not fair at all. I'll draw two more.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Right, so we're going to Glimmer. You can go and draw your 2 cards. I'm going to Glimmer.
Perfect.
Top 2. Keep a spell. Bottom of land. Draw 2. All right. I'm all tapped out. What are you going to do about it? Stasis Snare plus Gideon? Doesn't seem too bad. Except for this Wanderer Fumarole looming. Pass the turn, it says.
Still got nothing.
I don't believe you now. I feel like drawing 3 fresh ones should help a bit. All right, whack it.
Play an absent.
It'll come into play, and then
Trigger.
I will harness lightning with the trigger on the stack.
Negate your harness lightning.
I'll negate your negate.
Dead, take 5.
Alright, so 15, 18. And then... Still can't play this land untapped, so go.
Perfect. Glimmer.
That resolves. I feel like I'm ahead, but I still feel like I'm going to lose somehow.
I'm going to keep this one. Bottom this one, draw one more. Perfect. They're all perfect. Play a land. Pass the turn.
What to do now? I guess we could attack for 9. Doesn't seem too bad. I'll just attack 5.
10.
Crack this. Go.
End step Glimmer.
Sure.
Sucker. I'll bottom both of those.
Right. I could have gone Torrential Gearhulk to negate it, but I think I just want to try to dig a little deeper into my deck. His cards are not great right now, and mostly just want to find more big things. So we're going to anticipate. Keep a Glimmer. Go.
I thought this was a Fumigate. I tried to subtly grab it, and then it was Authority of the Consuls, and I was tilted.
You can't even cheat right now.
I know. I'm not good at it. Okay. How can we possibly win this? Maybe if a meteor strikes just Todd.
That's a pretty small meteor.
Meteorite, I guess.
Well, you said meteor. I was just following your lead, Brainiac.
Get a clue.
All right.
Get a knight.
All right.
Name Spirit.
All right.
Pass the turn.
I have things I can do here, but I just feel like I'm walking into a trap. A trap of sorts. All right. Gideon.
Where? All at Gideon.
Yeah. I'm at 20, man. Or I'm at 18. I don't really care if any of these die.
Would you like to trade lands with my Thraben Inspector?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Gideon down. Play this. And say go.
End step, I'll play Rattle Chains.
All right, response. I'm going to shock the Metallic Mimic and cast a Glimmer.
Yep.
Bottom 2 lands. All right, your turn.
Okay. I guess I'll start by cracking this clue. I'll do it by tapping better, though. Perfect. Play this tapped land.
Subtle tell from Ross whenever he says perfect when he's behind, it means that it was not perfect.
Yep.
It was, in fact, bad.
Make a knight.
You know, I said I had a feeling I was going to lose this game, and that feeling is not going away.
Attack for 2.
Right, 16.
You can go.
All right, Nahiri.
Spell caller.
All right, Radiant Flames kill you.
Sure.
Yeah, we got him.
Okay, back here for game 5, and my hand is going to need some help, but it's quite powerful, so I will keep.
My hand seems a little clunky, but definitely is okay. Sure. Oh, got a lot better. Your turn.
Ugh. You can go.
Go.
You can go.
Anticipate.
Negate.
Sure.
You can go.
Seems loose, man. Seems loose. Energy go.
Tilt. Now I look really stupid. Mausoleum Wanderer.
Okay.
You can go.
I feel like I'm just going to get route changed here. Kind of don't want to do anything. Yeah, nothing's fine.
I agree.
Go.
Ooh, no land.
You and you're always countering my anticipate.
Attack.
19.
19. You can go.
All right, let's do this.
Rattle chains.
Okay.
Trigger. Sack. The targeting this with Hexproof too.
Fine.
But I assume if you had shock, you would have.
Well, I do have shock, but
Okay.
don't really want to burn my energy. Alright, I'm just shocking now. Go.
You can go.
There we go.
Tilt.
Go.
End step spell queller.
That will resolve, I suppose.
Attack for 2.
17.
You can go.
We'll try a glimmer.
Negate.
Alright, I'll try and hear you.
Sure.
Minus. Your turn.
Did it. Get in.
God, I had this negate forever too. That's so annoying.
You can go.
Ugh. Alright, tick up. I'm gonna pitch this negate now that the Gideon's already on the battlefield. Go.
Okay. Both at Nahiri. Assume I'm getting snared.
I'll try snare using energy.
Snare resolves. Target Gideon. We'll just get this Deep Fiend into play.
Okay. And then I'll shock the knight.
Well then, that was a thing. You can go.
Alright. Tick up. Well, maybe I should glimmer before I tick up. Nah. We're just gonna pitch and anticipate. And then we're gonna Guardian the Stasis Snare on that. Your turn. Right now.
Yeah, that could have been done better.
I think I did it pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that end. You can go.
Alright, tick up. Pitch and hearing. Perfect. I got over here. I don't know why I'm even bothering to look at my graveyard. I will pass the turn.
I will bother.
No, I don't have a way to kill Navson, so feel free. But I'm gonna Gear Hulk and draw 2 cards. So
Sure.
All right. Alright, get 2 energy. Discard 2. 2 lands at the bottom.
I hope they were worth it. Attack Tahiri. Snap the Gear Hulk.
Sure.
You can go.
Hope I just peel Saheeli Rye and kill you. That'll be dope. Alright. Tick up. Pitch. So Ether Hub is actually worse here than Mountain. I think. Alright. Main phase Glimmer.
Sure.
Go to 4. 1 top, 1 bottom. Go.
No tax.
What?
It's my only hope. Editor rail trades.
Rail change resolves. I'm gonna.
No, I'm already on tapping. Too fast. Yeah. Dead. You're down to 3 energy.
Yep.
This is not going well.
I think it's going great.
I will cast a Glimmer.
Alright.
No, I have 2 energy.
What can you do with that energy?
Nothing. Keep this one.
It is really weirding me out how so many decks keep playing Glimmer with no way to use energy. Like, I've seen a couple decks now that don't even have Ether Hub. Tick up. Pitch this land that comes up play tapped. Alright, we'll play another Glimmer.
Sure.
Go 5. Keep both.
That was fast.
Well, alright, try this. What's up? You got 2 mana untapped.
3 mana untapped.
I don't think. You gonna let me make infinite cats or what?
Yep.
Alright, so just for those of you who don't know yet, -2, target fellow Dark Guardian says blink any permanent. Make a guy blink this. They all have haste. Attack for Quadrillion.
Block.
Alright, you take Quadrillion -1, which is. Come on, Brainiac. What's Quadrillion -1?
9,999,000,000,000.
I didn't know Quadrillion was after trillion. No, I feel stupid. All right, so I was able to claw back from a 3-0 deficit and take down the final 2 games thanks to some really bad draws from Ross and some really poor decisions in Game 5.
I don't know if my draws were necessary. Not hitting lands when I kept a high curve hand, but the deck's only on 23, so the hand is probably just a mulligan. I think the games you won were just the games that I wasn't able to establish an early presence and force you to act at inopportune times.
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly difficult to try to fight through, like, Selfless Spirit plus Rattle Chains plus Spell Queller, like that trio of creatures in the early turns of the game. Even if you're able to squeak out just, like, one freebie counterspell in those situations, it's really rough for me trying to assemble a game plan on top of trying to make sure that I don't die.
Yep.
And the fact that so many of your cards interact well with the Saheeli Rye combo means that, like, I'm just in a weird bad spot a lot of times.
Yeah, you're sort of forced to play a control role, which takes away one of the deck's strengths, its versatility. You're forced to play your spells at my. I'm the one who's telling you, dictating the tempo of the game, so it's at my tempo, and you're playing with very little information.
Yeah.
Once I have a Rattle Chains in play, I can have any spirit to disrupt you, and you're just not sure which one. There were so many times when you were openly talking about your plays and decided to play her on a card that just wasn't in my hand.
Yeah.
Gave me some extra time. That was nice. I lost those games still, but
yeah. Yeah, so for my side, the Jeskai Saheeli deck, it doesn't feel even remotely close to where it should be at. You know, like when we first got our hands on Jeskai Black, for example, you know, right when, what was the
Cons of Tarkir?
No, Battle for Zendikar came out. And we got the fetch land.
Yeah.
So right when we got the good mana, it took people a while to figure out exactly how to build the mana bases for those decks, but all the pieces were there. And eventually we got these monster, 3 and 4 and sometimes even 5 color decks that just felt perfect. And this feels like it has those same raw power as that. You know, we have all these cards that just can generate so much card advantage, so many efficient removal spells that can kill, Harness Line can kill basically any creature if you combine it with, Glimmer of Genius.
Or just
Aether
Aether
like
Hub.
It just becomes Doomblade. And the deck feels like it's almost there. I'm not sure exactly what needs to change. Over the next few weeks, we're going to see a lot of tournaments. This weekend specifically, you guys are going to be witnessing Pro Tour,
Aether
Revolt, as well as I believe it's Modern for
SCG regionals this time around is Modern.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we're not testing for the format for your regionals. I just thought about that. But New Standard's really fun, and a lot of you guys are playing FNM, and you're going to have tournaments coming up all over the place.
PPTQs and Elemento PQs.
Don't try to justify it. We may have made a mistake. No, but yeah, these decks have all been pretty fun to watch, I think, so far, and pretty fun to play with. It's really just now about fleshing out all the numbers. I feel like we kind of know most of this stuff, and I could be wrong. The pros at the Pro Tour Aether Revolt could just come with some stuff that we haven't seen before. I mean, just a few Pro Tours ago, we saw, was it Seasons Past?
Yeah.
Top 8 the Pro Tour, and I don't think that was on anyone's radar.
No. Of course, it quickly fell back off everyone's radar.
But it was fun.
That's sort of how the Pro Tour operates. A lot of decks are really built for that one weekend, and after the first week in Columbus, we have a pretty well-defined metagame between green-white tokens, green-black aggro, various variants, 4-color Saheeli combo, Jeskai Saheeli combo control,
like Mardu
and Mardu
aggro.
vehicles.
Yep.
Those 5 decks were 46 of the top 64 decks in.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, to me, that's
45.
a pretty healthy metagame. We have essentially 4 unique styles of deck, whereas you can argue that the 4-color Saheeli deck and the Jeskai Saheeli deck are significantly different, which I agree.
I think they are.
Which is one of the reasons why I actually hate combos like Saheeli Guardian, because they kind of just fit into whatever shell. I think stuff like that is more, I guess, okay for like Modern, Legacy, and Vintage when you have like 2-card combos that can kind of fit in a couple different shells.
But here there should be more deck building cost.
Right, and the fact that there's not is a pretty huge deal. Like the mana just kind of is fluid with all the
green fixers and the really good lands. The mana in this format's great. So I suspect that by the time you guys are seeing this, that we will have seen some pure control decks emerge in Richmond. We saw a couple get close with Jim Davis and Ray Perez, blue-red and blue-black. I think those decks will get better too now that they have a very clear defined target with these 5 top decks, and that will shift some things around. The green-black decks will sort of coalesce into the variants that do the best. Which one that is remains to be seen. So we'll see a bit of a tightening.
I still don't know. I personally, I very much like the fact that all 3 decks were Winding Constrictor, Walking Ballista, Verger's Gearhulk, Rishkar, Pima Renegade, and and then also all of them had some number of Fatal Push and some number of Grasp of Darkness.
They have a core.
It's a pretty set, 15 to 20 cards, just depending on the number you use. And it really excites me to see if there's small variations within those that which one is the best, and trying to figure out which one is the best. And hopefully I figure out which one's the best this weekend. I think Mindwreck Demon is great.
Agreed.
Hopefully I won the tournament with Mindwreck Demon.
I hope that too.
Yeah.
I would also take winning my tournament with Mindwreck Demon.
Are you going GP Prague?
I am, but that's limited. So, or I guess so we do because that's the previous block. So no Mindwreck Demons in Kaladesh limited.
All right. Well, good luck at the Pro Tour, Ross. I'll be rooting for you. Make sure you guys tune in to the Pro Tour at home. It's going to be all weekend long. A lot of little things going on, especially now that the team thing's going up. I forgot what it's called. The team
series. I don't know. I'm not a part of it, so.
Oh, you don't have a team?
No, I'm not cool enough. I'm testing with a bunch of people, but not on an official team.
Ah, that's fine. Well, the 6 unofficial people should all just kind of band together.
Sure.
I feel like you just should.
Just had other things to deal with.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the Verse series on StarCityGames.com. We appreciate your viewership. For Ross Merriam, I'm Todd Anderson, and we'll see you next week.